My name is Michael Okonkwo. I'm the presiding bishop of TREM, the Redeemed Evangelical Mission. Most of my life I've lived here in Lagos. My father brought me down to Lagos as a very young boy, probably at the age of 5, when he was working with the Post and Telecommunications at the race course. Then we call it race course, even though it's Tafawa Balewa now. And so I started my schooling at Ijero Baptist School in Apapa Road, my primary education. And then I remember in those days also growing up as a very young man. My parents are very serious disciplinarians, and my father believed that there is need for you to understand how life is all about. I used to assist my mother in those days to carry her load to Oyigbo market, and she was selling this Hollandaise wax and the other things like George and then scarf. Then apart from that, we sell bread in the streets of Lagos. I remember closely that bread, they call it Shackleford bread. We collect it from the street close to St. Paul's in Oyigbo there. My father insisted that I will not just live with him. He sent me to go and live with one of our townsmen who was living in Offa. I mean, going from Lagos, you know what it is. How can I go to live in Offa? But I had to do that. Finishing in 1963, I returned straight back to Lagos again. Worked with the Post Authority in Marina. By then, Post Authority used to be in Marina. I worked as a tally clerk, worked some few months there, then they transferred me to Apapa Wharf. I worked also in Apapa Wharf, but I didn't stay very long in Post Authority. I finally got another job with African Continental Bank, ACB, in Martin Street, Lagos. So that was where I was working, Martin Street, before the war started. And then when the war started, at the end of the war, of course, it was when I had an encounter with God, gave my heart to Christ. When that happened, of course, my ministry automatically started again in Lagos. In late 70s into 80, the Lord began to speak to me that it was time for me to start our ministry. So I would say that in 1981, January 4th precisely, this ministry started here in Lagos, again in Akoka. We took off in Akoka for Labi Brown Street, and like a grain of mustard seed, I must say that God has blessed the work here in Lagos. The environment has been very, very friendly, right from the inception, right from when my father brought me here till now. When we came here, no one wanted to touch it. In fact, no one believed that any building can come out of here. The Lagos administration have been very friendly with us as a ministry, and I believe the same goes with most of the churches in Lagos. Lagos for me is home, and one of the things I've tried to share with my people is that when it comes to the kingdom of God, there is nothing like tribes or tongues of people. We are altogether washed in the blood, and so we are one. In fact, it is a dangerous thing to even try or practice tribalism in my church. Our stay here has been blessed by God, and I don't have any reason to complain. I've watched Lagos grow from grace to grace, from glory to glory, and I mean, it's unbelievable the way this state has grown and expanded. The joy is the rate of development in Lagos, and then and the ability for the governor to be able to secure the city, make it safe for the people to live in, is something unprecedented. So I joined the multiplied thousands and millions around the world to congratulate this government, and I believe that there will still be many, many more years of celebration. This is my Lagos story.